to put on one side of it or put on both. Let's see. So now, and again, do we need it on both sides, or we could do just one side? I don't know if the gap now in between them is going to allow for so much. Let's see. So the reason why we put this plastic, and you're going to see it when I'm going to put the next, I'll just show you now, 1 sec. These, they both have the construction adhesive in the joint right there. Can you see it? So there's a good 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch thickness of construction adhesive. And when they slide in, look at this, boom. So whatever squeeze out we have at the top, we have at the bottom as well. So if I were to put a second piece directly on this and wait for 2-3 hours, good luck taking that off. You won't be able to. But then I take the plastic and I put it over it, and it creates a barrier between the two layers. And if the PL is going to stick, it's going to stick to the plastic, which is very easy then to peel off. But wood to wood with PL in between, it's a permanent bond. To each other. It's just to protect the slices from sticking to each other, because we have a squeeze out of PL, the construction adhesive that we're using to hold them together. And as you can see, I'm using these little extras as support or guides to keep them all exactly in the same shape, so they have to stay one on top of the other one. To make sure that while the PL is drying, they maintain exactly the same shape. Because once this is all done and we lift them up, we have cross members that are notched to go exactly in the grooves that are on each rib. So the more precise they are right now, meaning having exactly the same shape, much easier is going to be to line them all up with the cross members. Because they're going to have to align, 8 ribs, let's say, or slices into one cross member. And we have 16 cross members. So there's going to be 16 times 8 joints that are going to have to meet exactly with, I think, an extra, 1/32 of an inch is the play. So that's why I'm trying to keep them as exact as possible in the having the same shape. And because I'm doing that, I don't want them to stick to each other. It's already lunch. We're past lunch. See how tight it is? Each individual cut has a 32nd of an inch play. But right now we have 6 of them. One wants to go a little bit to the left, one wants to go a little bit to the right, one wants to go a little bit forward. Right? So I have to put 2 more ribs, and you saw how hard it came out. It's going to go probably in 10 times more difficult. Each of the 16 cross members. There we go. I know that it will get done. How will it get done? Like, I could tell you now that, I'm just going to put 2 ropes there and I'm going to lift it. I don't know if it's going to work. I have no idea if it's going to work. But that's how it goes when you're not reinventing the wheel, but very close to it. Because I've never done this before. There we go. That's what's up.
It's hard to believe that last week it was barely an idea, and then it became a quick sketch, and then a 3D printed little mock-up basically, and then scaled further up to about an 8-foot mock-up to allow for the joinery to be clearer and for the full assembly to come together. And now it's an actual to-scale representation of what our pod-style offices are going to be like. So some of these, because they're going to be multiple, are going to be in terms of rooms created, either offices or a full kitchen or full bedroom, so that we can display in a different manner the cabinetry, the custom cabinetry. And yeah, I can't wait to see it completed. And of course, Soul Solutions offers the design, the drafting, the manufacturing, the assembly, and the installation, just like everything else.